There we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. It's time for cookies. Wow, it came up on us really quickly. So we're glad that you're here. I want to make sure that you all know Kayla. Kayla Hogan is new to our team, and is on the call today. She'll do some of the presenting. And also, we want to welcome Ann Norgren. She is our representative extraordinaire from Little Brownie. We're so glad to have you, Ann, and so appreciative of all you've done for us over the a number of years now. You've been with us, so we are most grateful for all you do for us. So,
Thank you.
we'll have time later on for questions. Um, Try and keep yourself muted if you want to talk to somebody in the background or whatever. We will definitely be recording this one, and there'll be another session this evening. So we'll try and make sure we've got the best of all of our trainings and make sure that you have a copy of the recording. We'll also make sure that we'll be sending you a deck version or a troop version of a deck so that you can flip that around and be presenting it to your troops. So let me start sharing, and then I will get us started here. And let's kick us off. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Robin. I'm excited to be here. I think this is my fourth or fifth season with the Girl Scouts in the Green and White Mountains, so I am excited to be here. So let's get the 2026 season kicked off. At Little Brownie, we do more than bake cookies. We bake a difference through our powerful collaboration and shared goals that together become shared successes. As I mentioned, I've been with the council 3 or 4 or 5 years, so I feel like I'm part of your team. Little Brownie is most proud of our people, our products, and our partnerships because we are there with you every step of the way. I did not write these puns, but some of them are pretty good. A clawsome season awaits. Our agenda today, ferret fun for those go-getters. We have a season to explore more and so much more today. So let's get into that theme and mascot for 2026. So you may recognize the Brave, Fierce, Fun, the BFF theme for 2026. It is an overlying theme between your 2025 fall product and 2026 cookies. You'll see some differences with the mascot and things like that. But this cookie season is all about those brave booth ideas, the fierce selling strategies, and all the fun that the girls can have during the cookie season. So we are super excited.
She's brave.
Valiente.
She's fierce.
Fuerte.
She's fun.
Diversión. Just like Girl Scouts.
And she's ready for a spectacular cookie season. Join our black-footed ferret friend and get down to business this cookie season with brave booth ideas, fierce selling strategies, and all the fun that cookie season has to offer.
Because this cookie season is all about BFFs.
Brave, fierce, fun. Ferrets have lots of energy, just like Girl Scouts.
And a group of ferrets is called a business. So let's get down to cookie business.
Digital Cookie makes it easy for new customers to order cookies wherever they are. This season, make your digital cookie QR code your BFF and promote it wherever you go. Your QR code remains the same every season, so you can feel confident about printing it on business cards, stickers,
even t-shirts.
Ask your customers to scan for cookies now and bookmark to order more later.
When you make it super easy for customers to get their favorites whenever they have the craving, you can watch your sales pop up and up.
You and your caregiver can share the cookie love with irresistible posts on social media. Let's fill the feeds of cookie-craving customers.
Yep, together we'll be BFF Fluencers.
No one will be able to resist these cookies during this sweet time of year.
And the more we share, the more fantastic rewards we can earn from little brownie bakers. All with recyclable individual packaging, because that's what BFFs do for our planet.
Speaking of caring, when you know your product, you can help your customers pick the delicious cookie that's right for them, just like a BFF would do.
And now, it's time to share the newest Girl Scout cookie.
Explore More's! Rocky Road ice cream inspired cookies filled with flavors of chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almond cream. Explore More's inspires the curiosity of a Girl Scout in everyone. So, let's get out there!
Be brave
And share your goals.
Be fierce.
And let customers know how their support helps you give back to your community. And most of all,
Have fun.
being the amazing entrepreneur you are.
Brave. Fierce. Fun. BFFs all the way.
So we really are excited about the 2026 cookie season. I'd like to introduce you to our newest BFF, our black-footed ferret friend, Shirley. Some fun facts about Shirley are that black-footed ferret is one of the North America's most endangered animals. So it's good to put a spotlight on her. They live in prairie dog dens in the American grasslands and the prairies. And who knew that a group of ferrets is called a business? And just like our girls, they're running a cookie business. So I'm going to say littlebrownie.com quite a few times during this presentation because it is your one-stop shop for all kinds of resources. So Shirley, you'll love the Shirley themed graphics. You have access to this. It's a public website. Your volunteers, your parents, your caregivers, your girls, everybody has access to littlebrownie.com and all the great resources that we have. So it is a season to explore more. And as the video mentioned, I want to introduce you to the newest cookie in our lineup, and that is Explore More's. It is inspired by Rocky Road ice cream with a crispy chocolate sandwich cookie that's filled with a layer of chocolate, marshmallow, and toasted almond flavored cream. So there's no actual almonds in the cookie or in the cream. It is an extract that is nut. However, this cookie is produced on our Do-si-do line, so there's potential exposure to peanuts. But other than that, there are no almonds or nuts in this cookie. So if you've tried them or if you are going to try them in the near future, this is a sensory activity that's kind of fun to do. We want to know what you're seeing, smelling, and tasting. So when you look at the cookie for the first time, you're seeing that deep, dark chocolate color, that iconic Girl Scout trefoil, that sandwich cookie with the rich layer of airy cream in between. What are you smelling? That strong chocolate aroma with mild hints of marshmallow and toasted almond. And then what are you tasting? A flavor-filled with strong chocolate with hints of sweet marshmallow and toasted almond. Has anybody, I think you're just receiving all of your materials now. Has anybody tried the cookie? Were they at the girl event? We're really excited about it. Sandwich cookies do really well. We have not had a secondary sandwich cookie in a while, so we are really excited about Explore More's. So our cookie lineup for 2026, we have 9 great cookies. We did retire Girl Scout S'mores and we've replaced it with the introduction of Explore More's. You can go to littlebrownie.com for this cookie flyer. Sometimes it's fun to have it at your booth sales, but there's also some allergen and ingredient information out there for you. So if you're concerned about certain certifications like kosher or halal, or you want to know more about the allergens and what each cookie has in it, please go to littlebrownie.com to check on that. Our all of our cookies still have no high fructose corn syrup, no partially hydrogenated oils, and 0 grams of trans fat. So none of that has changed.
Many of these types of flyers are also on our website as well. So wherever you happen to be at the moment, looking for online resources, I'm trying to cross-reference things because that way people don't have to go to a number of things. Yes, we do have littlebrownie.com linked in many spots on the website itself, but there will also be these types of things in more than one place. We'll also link it in Rallyhood as well. As I say, no matter where you happen to be at the moment and think about something you need, we want to make sure that these documents are at your fingertips.
So every purchase supports entrepreneurs and benefits the local community, and customers do care about the impact of their purchase. So we do have a customizable booth resource that reminds customers that their support does make a difference in the community. You can add your QR code to it. You can add an image of your girls and what they're doing with their proceeds or activities that they do in the community. And then the QR code can be your troop link, or you could use this as a thank you note for your daughter and use her QR code. So if somebody wants to purchase more cookies, they have the QR code right there. Adventurefuls has some new packaging for 2026. We're super excited to introduce our soft pack Adventurefuls. Both the cookie count and the package weight do remain the same, but we do have a new recyclable PET tray that's designed for sustainability and enhanced strength to keep the cookies safe. This reduces waste and decreases packaging material. If you think of the cookies in the box, they're in a box, in a plastic wrap, in a tray. So we're eliminating the box portion. And this new packaging is lighter, so trucks can carry more with fewer resources because we can put more on the pallet. So in the past, there were 160 cases on an Adventureful pallet. We're moving to 180. So as this affects your council, anything you order for digital cookies shipped will come in a box. So once your sale opens, and you order on that first day, if you order Adventurefuls, they're going to come in a box. Anything that you pick up at your initial order or from a cupboard, that will be in the soft pack. So just kind of, we had some extra boxes left. So Digital Cookie took a lot of those. And then we have 3 councils in the Midwest who are getting some boxes, but everybody else will get the soft pack. Care and quality is at the heart of Little Brownie. Robin's going to show you the video in the middle. It's our bakery team, and they have a message for you.
Welcome to 3 Cookie Lane in Louisville, Kentucky, home of Little Brownie Bakers, a licensed baker of Girl Scout cookies. Let's go inside and meet some members of the bakery team.
Come on in!
Girl Scout cookies have been baked here since 1973.
We are so proud to bake Girl Scout cookies here in Louisville. We're the home of the iconic Samoas, Tagalones, and of course your favorites, Thin Mints.
In peak season, the bakery makes around 4.9 million Thin Mints per day. It takes 40 people every day to make our Thin Mints. But only one is called the Queen of Thin Mints.
Thin Mints are my favorite cookies to bake. We're like a family here. We like to lift each other up. I tell all my new hires they're going to be dreaming about Girl Scout cookies.
Talk about sweet dreams. They use 385,000 pounds of chocolate coating every single week at the bakery. You can actually smell the chocolate in the air throughout the bakery, even in the warehouse.
I've been baking Girl Scout cookies since 1977, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
After Little Brownie bakes and packages the cookies, they send them to Girl Scout councils all over the country. They love to support Girl Scout entrepreneurs with their delicious cookies.
They didn't have Girl Scout where I grew up in Cuba, so since I started working here, I learned so much about the Girl Scout cookie program. I love how the cookies we bake help empower Girl Scouts to grow into leaders.
I come from 3 generations of Girl Scouts. My mom was a Girl Scout, my sister and I were Girl Scouts, and then our daughters were Girl Scouts too. Being able to make Girl Scout cookies is very near and dear to my heart. I love that we're able to help young entrepreneurs build skills for the real world.
Everyone here at the bakery puts love and care into making Girl Scout cookies because that's what it means to bake with heart.
And from everyone here at Little Brownie,
Have a great cookie season. Good luck, Girl Scouts!
Buena suerte, Girl Scouts!
Deseándoles una gran temporada de galletas.
Thanks for visiting us!
Everybody in Louisville is so excited to be a part of the movement. We don't always think about our bakery team, our bakery staff. I did have the opportunity to go to Louisville at the end of October, and we were in full swing with baking. We have plenty of inventory. I did get to meet Kim, the queen of Thin Mints. However, she was working on the Explore More line that day. But it's pretty cool to see it in full action and getting ready for the cookie season.
Now, these are certainly on their YouTube channel, but I have put these on our website that under For Cookie Sellers. So if you want to share these or at least link them in any of your newsletters for people to be able to check. Also, there's a sizzle reel on there for Explore More, so you may want to double check that as well and share that with your troops. So I wanted to make sure that it's accessible because they are really fun.
I think this one's for you, Robin.
Yeah, we are in the midst of planning some extremely fun rallies. As any of you on this call know, we love having our Girl Scouts enjoy a rally. Not only does it help them get to know the product, but it also gives them some great strategies. This year, we have 7 locations to choose from. There are 4 in New Hampshire. Are 3 in Vermont between the 10th and 11th. There's going to be lots of communication coming out on these. I believe the registration is live currently. Obviously, when you get this deck, you'll be able to use the QR code as well. So definitely spread the word. People can sign up now. If individual Girl Scouts come, they should come with adult supervision, or if you come as a troop, you come with the appropriate girl adult ratio. We have lots of things planned, and we can't wait to share the rallies with you. As always, when you are at a rally, you are learning booth skills, you are learning selling strategy, and you're learning how to set goals. And additionally, and you did want to make sure that people know that these rally activities are available on littlebrownie.com. Is that correct?
Yes, thank you, Robin. Our rally guide is available on littlebrownie.com. We know that not all girls and troops have access to a rally. And we also know that there's a lot of new troop leaders out there each season that may not even begin to know where to start teaching their girls about cookies. So our rally guide has lots of activities that they can do during the cookie leading up to the cookie program, so that they can learn about customer education and building those brave booth skills. They can learn about digital marketing and learn some more fierce selling strategies about social marketing. And then they can have fun and set their goals. So lots of activities available for anybody to use. If you're a service unit cookie manager and want to host a small service unit rally for your troops, the guide is there. It has timing. It gives you what materials you're going to need for each of the activities. So really full of great information, and it's on littlebrownie.com.
What's also nice about these activities, and I think, Anne, is the ability to extend the concepts of your program. In between the initial order and when cookies arrive, you may want to have an activity that is a little boost. You may want to, before you get started in booth season, you may want to have a little individual pep rally, if you will. So make sure troops utilize some of these resources because that only inspires the girls even more to reach their goals and to reach their success. Kayla, we have a lot of exciting rewards this season. Why don't you tell us about them?
Okay. So for rewards this year, our initial rewards will be for packages sold between January 1st and 25th. We have 3 levels there. They'll get a patch at 85 packages, and then the bracelet hair tie set, and then the mini BFF fidget ferret. And then for final rewards, we have a new level this year. At 36 packages, they'll get the 2026 patch. And then we have the pop-in cookie charms, and then the secret pouch headband. And then we also have the ferret plush plus 20 program credits. Then the next level is going to be the BFF crossbody bag with 40 program credits. And then at 500 packages, they'll get the duffel bag and 60 program credits. And those little charms, they can go into Crocs, but they also can go into spots on the 2 different bags. And then at the 850 packages level, we're offering a Dave & Buster's overnight event in Manchester. It'll be from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. July 17th through 18th. This is the only date that we're going to have that. Or they can choose $75 in program credits.
And again, these program credits are cumulative, so they can, if they were to get to the 850, that adds up 20 plus 40 plus 60 plus 75 if they wanted the credits there. Go ahead.
Okay. And then keeping an eye on the chat and the waiting room. So for higher rewards, for superseller rewards at the 1,000 level packages, 1,000 package level, we have an iPad or 1 week at a camp program or Sony noise canceling headphones or an app-enabled telescope. And then at the 2026 packages level, we have 2 weeks at camp or a Nintendo Switch 2. And then for the 5,000 level reward, we have a travel experience. And then new this year, we are doing the collectible top seller coin. So our, oh yes, I forgot there was a second page. So we have a really nice coin that we got made. And that'll go to the top 100 Girl Scout sellers. They'll earn the collectible coin, and the coins will be mailed to the Girl Scouts along with a certificate. And then each coin will be numbered, celebrating their achievement. And then new, we have a Troop PGA reward for all packages sold between January 1st through March 15th. The Girl Scouts will be able to earn their 2027 Girl Scout membership. If the PGA for the troop is 285 packages. And that's based on all girls selling sales. And then it'll also include 2 adult memberships for troop volunteers. And that is at an $80 value for each youth membership and then a $30 value for adults. Okay, and I think it's going back to Anne.
Thanks, Kayla. Capturing more cookie customers. So cookie customers want entertaining animation, something that's going to grab their attention through movement such as GIFs and reels. Think about your own scrolling. I call it doom scrolling because it just seems to go on and on and on. And before you know it, an hour's gone by. But what catches your attention is what is catching the customer's attention. They want craveable content, appealing graphics to make them stop scrolling on their feeds and draw them into booths. They want the convenience, flexible payments, to be able to bookmark a QR code for later so they can reorder and to make stock up easy. And then they want to know their impact to the community, messaging that their purchase supports their local community really does matter. So Little Brownie has a social media guide. It is available once again at littlebrownie.com, but you have to think about it in the big picture. You can follow the council and their social media. You can follow Little Brownie and our social media, but it stays within just following those platforms. It doesn't go anywhere. You're already a strong advocate for Girl Scout cookies. Little Brownie's already a strong advocate for Girl Scout cookies. So what we're asking is that everybody follow all the platforms on social media for both the council and Little Brownie, and start to like those posts so that they increase popping up on your feeds. And then share those posts with your network, because if it's just Robin and I in a network, that's only 2 people. But if we are both sharing, think of how many people are in Robin and Kayla's network, how many people, well, there's not a whole lot in mine because I don't have Facebook, but I do have Instagram. But think of how many people, if we all start to follow, like, and share, and promote social media at the rallies and at troop meetings. And then your customers are going to start to see those daily feeds. Your people in your contact list will start to see the daily feeds. The number one reason, well, the first 2 reasons that people don't buy cookies is they don't know a Girl Scout, and they didn't even know it was Girl Scout cookie season. So that's why it's so important to follow, like, and share. The average US adult consumes 13 hours of media per day. That is an awful lot. And like I said, doom scrolling. And the other thing is that as you're sharing your information, make sure you share a QR code or a URL. Share your TroopLink URL, share your daughter's URL, so that you're making it simple. How many times this holiday season so far have you seen something on social media and they had a click to buy? I'm trying to think, I purchased something for LL Bean for one of my kids. It was click to buy. I saw the picture of it, I clicked on it, I was able to buy it. So that's the simplicity of it all for the customers, is that they can click to buy. We're connecting to customers with appeal on littlebrownie.com. We don't expect you to make up your own images or anything like that. Robin mentioned a sizzle reel. We have other reels. We have GIFs. We have all kinds of images, countdown posts, celebrations, recipes. They all use that animated content to capture the attention. We have hundreds of deliciously appealing images to create that craveability. And as I mentioned, make sure that you include that direct digital cookie troop or girl link. Our images are so easy. All you have to do is copy, paste, and post. Super simple to use. So we do encourage you to use our resources. 4 out of 5 shoppers report they prefer shopping on social. I don't know that I necessarily prefer it, but it is so convenient. Connecting customers with convenience. We want to make ordering convenient. So make the digital cookie QR code your BFF this season and put it on all of your booth and ordering materials. Promote and use the bookmark later to encourage restocking, and promote digital payment options. Remember, the council covers the fees for the credit cards. So the different resources on the left-hand side of the screen, somebody might be too busy to stop at your booth and to buy cookies. So give them the opportunity to use your Troop link to bookmark for later, and then they can scan the QR code and bookmark it for later. The image with the lanyard towards the bottom on the right, that can be your child's QR code. For her digital cookie, she can take that to school in her backpack. She can wear it at a booth. She can wear it when she's delivering cookies. So if people want to order more, she has it right there. So our research shows that 97% of shoppers have abandoned a purchase due to the lack of convenience. And I'm kind of one of those people. If it doesn't happen right away, I'm going to walk away. So let's make it easy for those customers that are in a hurry at the grocery store or wherever your booth sale is, and let them scan your QR code for later. Connecting to customers with the impact. Consumers like to belong to something bigger. So encourage entrepreneurs to remind customers that the proceeds stay local. The girls earn money on every package of cookies sold, and that stays with the girls. Promote that every purchase supports the community. When I was a troop leader and I had 2 different troops, for my daughters, they use their cookie money to purchase one of the troops a tree for the front of the school, and the other troop did a buddy bench for the playground in the back of the school. So let the customers know that this is what we're doing with our proceeds. And it doesn't have to be a purchase like that, but they want to go to camp. They're selling cookies so that they can go on a troop camp out, or they can take a troop trip, or they can adopt an animal or something like that. So customers want to see that greater good. So technology BFFs, we're super excited about our eBuddy app. It's always refreshed each season with our enhancements. So you can use this QR code to download the most updated copy. You will not be able to have access until the council gives you access, which will be in 2 weeks, I believe, on the 17th.
December 17th, you're right.
So you can definitely download it wherever you get your apps now, and then have it ready for when you're added into eBuddy, and then you have access. The nice thing about the app is you enjoy all the same functionality, whether you're on your computer or on an app, and you can use it back and forth. You can be on the app during the day, you can be on your computer in the evening, but it is a great place to go to find booth locations, record booth sales, manage your cookie inventory, and so much more. eBuddy has some amazing enhancements this year that we're very excited to share. We do have what we're calling help bubbles. So they're little blue bubbles with a question mark. So help is only a click away. Use those help bubbles for the quickest access to tips and information within the platform. We've made learning easy with over 30 quick YouTube tutorials on Little Brownie's YouTube channel. I'm going to go into this one in the middle. We have a totally new slide for, but we're improving digital cookie connections. We have the ability to indicate that a troop volunteer has allocated girl delivered digital cookie packages. We've added some color. So I don't know, it totally made a difference this year with the color we added. And then we welcomed Explore Mores. So everything's been updated with Explore Mores, and we've removed everything Girl Scout s'mores related. Here's your girl order tab, colors by flavor. The columns are indicated by the matching color flavors, the colors matching flavors. So it's kind of easier for you to find your column at a glance. We all know that green is Thin Mints and purple is Samoa's. So we're super excited about this color enhancement. So this is the one I was talking about that was in the middle of that enhancement tab. Troop volunteers can now mark girl delivered orders as distributed with a single check mark on the girl order tab. This new tool helps the volunteers stay organized and provides a clear visual reference, improves communication with the families and cookie teams during the busy season. This check mark is only a visual cue. It does not adjust your troop inventory. So in the example on the right, Colia has 2 girl delivered orders kind of in the middle of the screen. Colia's mom or caregiver or dad, parent or caregiver, talked to the troop leader and said, I need packages for these orders. The troop leader goes in and can mark that she's given Colia's parents and caregivers packages for these 2 orders, and then she goes in and does the transaction, moving the cookies from the troop inventory into Colia's. This, where the red boxes are, those are just simple check marks, and they go on, and you click on, you click off if you make a mistake. Again, it doesn't adjust the troop cookie inventory, but it's a visual reference. Colia's parent or caregiver may not need cookies for a couple of these because she may have ordered extra as part of her initial order. So it is just a general reference, but it prompts communication. If you, as the volunteer, start to see that there's a lot of girl delivered orders, you may want to reach out and ask, do you need more cookies? Because you're getting ready to go to the cupboard for this particular weekend or whatever. So again, just a visual cue, but the response has been good so far. People have they like this new enhancement. On the troop dashboard, it now features a balance due widget. So in bright pink in the middle of the screen, you'll see balance due. That information is coming from the sales report at the troop level. It's total sales minus the troop proceeds, which the troop keeps, minus any payments that have been made. And that's the bottom line. It's a very fluid number. If your girls are selling a lot of cookies from Digital Cookie, those, the numbers are going to go up and they're going to come down as payments are being made, as well as if you go to the cupboard frequently. Just know that it is an accurate number coming from your sales report. Robin, I think this is you.
I will start talking about Digital Cookie. Many of you have been in Digital Cookie. It is the portion of the sale that is more used by the Girl Scout herself. It is her little point of sale, if you will, which then talks to eBuddy. When we launch this next week, we're going to have what's called the green button push, meaning that we've set up eBuddy temporarily with the new season, and Digital Cookie has gotten itself ready, and GSUSA will push this green button, it's figurative, that will connect and sync the 2 systems. Everything that is in our membership database is on the GSUSA side, and then we load into eBuddy all of the people who are ready to participate. So the 2 systems, including Salesforce, will need to connect. So once you get that email from Digital Cookie, whether it be you or as a troop leader, you will be able to log in and set up your password. What's nice this year is that they have simplified how to set up the troop site link. And once again, the troop site link is your ability to have this virtual booth sale, if you will, available so that rather than each individual Girl Scout wanting to share their QR code or their sale, you as a troop will have visibility, and this way, customers can sponsor the or can support the troop, and then you're able to then distribute those particular packages to your girls equally or however is appropriate for those particular sales. What's nice this year is that any troop leader can set it up, and it doesn't have to be one person that is going to take care of it. You will be able to go on to the digital cookie dashboard as a leader. You will click on Set Up Your Site. Simply click Activate, and then you can access the site. Whether you're on a mobile device or whether you're on a computer, once you set it up or once you activate it, then you would set it up just like a girl's profile is set up. You are setting up your troops site link profile so that those customers will know what is your goal, what is the troops goal, what is the troop learning about selling cookies, and what is the troops plan that they plan on doing with their proceeds. This all would be just like you would for a individual girl's profile. And then once you do this, and we highly suggest this be not just a leader sitting there doing it, you should be talking to the girls and doing this with the whole troop. And then you would be able to have a little icon and you publish it. Once it's published, it will be live. And we want to let you know this year it's going to be live a little bit earlier. In the past, it was waiting until February, mid-February on National Cookie Weekend that these would be live. Now, the Cookie Finder will be open on January 6th, and that is what they're considering nationally the start of the cookie season. So that being, even though you could go and order cookies right from January 1st, nationally, the Cookie Finder will be open on January 6th. So once those troop sites are live, customers can be supporting troops right from January 6th on throughout the entire season. When your troops are ready to start planning booth sales, they're going to want to download the Digital Cookie mobile app. It is a free download from anyone's preferred app store. And once you download that app, you are able to use it at booth sales. You're able to share QR codes with people. You're going to want to make sure troops and Girl Scouts download these right away. Especially remind your troops to have their parents, to instruct their parents to start their Girl Scouts digital cookie because that's where they're going to enter their initial order. And in the troop deck that we send you, there's a couple of extra slides that are in there to help your troops see exactly how they should be instructing their parents to do that. There are some enhancements this year to the digital cookie mobile app, one of which is running your booth sale. And it's going to be very easy to do this. And what's nice is that this will then create more specific reports for you to be reconciling after your booth sale. One of the things that we want to make sure to remind your troops is they do need to record their booth sales, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But when a troop starts their booth sale on their mobile app, they're going to open it up. If they have more than one troop they're involved with, they certainly can just tap on the troop that they want to start a booth sale with. They certainly can toggle between their troops at any time once they're in the app as well. You're going to click Start My Booth Sale. You can pick whichever booth you are going to be at, and you would click Start Booth Sale. And this is going to then make sure that all of the transactions you have are applying to this specific booth sale. Just as before, you're going to use the app to be able to enter the number of packages a given customer is going to want in a new order, and then you will click Check Out. What is so cool is that they now have the option to use cash at in the digital cookie mobile app. In the past, it was only for electronic payments, but now this tracking for cash is really exciting because it's certainly going to help, especially your younger ones, to be able to be efficient when giving change to their customer. Whatever the order was, in this case, the example is $22. The amount tendered was $25. It's going to automatically show your Girl Scout they need to give $3 of change. Certainly, we want to help them do the math on their own, but really, the cross check here is going to assure that your Girl Scouts are actually giving the correct amount of change. None of the additional information is essential, but if somebody wanted to share their email, certainly you can take it, but none of this is needed. You would simply just click place order. I do want to clarify, as much as we've tried to remind troops that they should not be opening Venmo or PayPal, we want to reiterate that. These choices here in the checkout are only for the customer to decide which way they want to give you money. Do they want to give you cash? Do they want to put it on a credit card? Do they want to use their Venmo or do they want to use their PayPal? Excuse me. All of this is going to filter in through digital cookie and post to the troop as a digital payment and will show on the sales report. So there is no need for a troop to have Venmo and PayPal. That is against our guidelines. We do not want troops to be opening up these accounts. It's simply the choice of the customer, and it will all flow electronically through digital cookie. And one more thing to remind you of that we do as a council pay for those transaction fees. So we know that if you're using any other form of accepting credit cards, there is a fee involved. We are alleviating that expense from the troops' budget. We want to make sure that all the money that the troops possibly could gain are staying right with the troop. So we still do cover those transaction fees. As we said a moment ago, it's very important for you to help your troops see the value of recording the sale. There are many reasons for this. One, most importantly, it's the easiest way to distribute the packages that you've just sold to your Girl Scouts. It's all in the little distribution. It's simple. It will go very quickly right there, right at the end of your booth sale or shortly thereafter. There is a quick tracker if you'd like to download, especially if you've got some younger ones, if you want to share these with your troop. A cute little tracker. You enter all of the count of your inventory before the sale starts. The girls could keep track in between if they want, but primarily what you started the sale with and what you end the sale with are the two numbers that you need to know. What you've sold in between should balance out with the amount of money that you got, whether it be cash or credit cards. And this little tracker immediately then can be used to enter your tracker in the record sale portion of eBuddy. One of the other things, though, to bear in mind, some of the important reasons why we need this information is so that we have volume history. If we want to have a new troop that wants to do an Ace Hardware store on Main Street, they are going to say, do we get 15 cases of Toffee-tastic and go up from there? Well, heavens no. We want to make sure that they have an idea of what's an appropriate amount for that particular location. The only way we can help with that is to be able to have this tracked on the booth recorder. Something else, though, a little secondary, is that there are many times that either we're applying for grants or we are looking at the cost for some of the booth locations that we as a council are providing. We pay for the kiosks at the malls. We pay for locations such as Davis Center. When we are looking at the volume of what has occurred at those locations, that tells us that it warrants us to be budgeting for these locations that are going to all ultimately help your troops. So for us to know that this is a valuable location, we're depending on this data to tell us, yes, this is an important location. Our troops are very successful with it. It's absolutely warrants us renewing these locations. So, this is something we want to make sure that you're turning around and encouraging your troops. And if they don't know how to use this tracker, make sure you take the time to go through it with them. When they open up the booth sale recorder, they're going to enter the number of packages that were sold. They'll enter any packages that were for gift of caring. This down here is something new, and I've got one more slide after this to kind of talk a little bit more about it. But if you had on your little tracker sheet that you noted how much was taken and paid online, or excuse me, paid through a virtual electronic payment, I mean, you would put a dollar amount here. Of the um, virtual gift of caring packages that were sold, how many of them were part of that digital cookie payment. This separation will end up being on reports later on, and it's going to help you if you do need to know the separation of this. So having people start using this separately is going to be helpful. And then, of course, once you click distribute, you're going to check off the girls who are a part of that troop, and you would click distribute and save. So, so simple. Again, Anne, you may want to speak to this. This is something that is new in that recorder. This was how many packages were for gift of caring. Of these packages, 9 of them were part of the credit card payments. So this tracking is important, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So in the past, um, charity packages, gift of caring packages had to be manually moved. So you would go to the booth sale recorder and you would do all the movement of the packages sold on the troop link. However, the gift of caring was never a part of that and it had to be manually moved. Now we've added it to the booth sale recorder. So when you're allocating cookies from your troop link to your girls, we can now automatically move those in just one step versus multiple steps. And you can see that on this particular screen. So the troop site had 9 VGOC, which is the virtual gift of caring packages. And when all the packages from the troop site were distributed, the charity packages were distributed as well. In that bottom screenshot shows the negative.
I guess one of the things that I wanted to say here is, as far as booth requests, is that we're finding many times CPSCs, and all of you I know do so much in a given day and in week. I want to emphasize that it is such an important step to make sure these booth requests are addressed in a prompt way. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a tickle, so forgive me. If there are pending troops, and these, of course, are for your local booths, not for the council booths, because those are approved automatically. But if you have pending booth locations in your service unit, please tend to them promptly. This is how a troop knows whether or not to go to the cupboard or not. And I can tell you that we've had many a time a troop will call us and say, I don't know if I should come to the cupboard. It's Friday noon and my booth is still pending. My booth is for tomorrow. I don't know. Should I come to the cupboard or not? Because they don't want to pick up those 40 cases if for some reason that booth is going to be denied. If you do not have a conflict, nobody else wanted that spot, please just approve it. Get it approved quickly. If for some reason there's a conflict, somebody else already has that time slot and you do need to deny it, but put a little comment in it or at least get in touch with that troop and say, you know, someone is going to be there until 2, but if you want it from 2 to 5, you're welcome to have it. They can resubmit the request, and then, of course, you can approve it right away. If for some reason you as a CPSC are doing 1,500 other things, we all get there. I get it. We all are in that position many a time. And you might need to delegate this specific portion of the CPSC role to somebody else. That's fine. Let us know. Maybe there is somebody who that's all they need to do is just go in, take care of the booths. You can take care of everything else, but maybe somebody is going to do this for you, and that way they would be able to do it promptly. If you choose that, if that's going to be a better plan for your service unit, let us know. We can onboard that other volunteer. Of course, yes, they do need to be a registered volunteer, but then we can onboard them as that role, and that would be give them access to eBuddy, and then they can help you with this task. The CPS role, there are many things that do need to happen. So if you need help with those tasks, absolutely recruit somebody to help you. So when we're talking about some of these responsibilities, we definitely want to make sure you have sort of a checklist. And one of the things that you will get after hopefully we'll be able to send this out tomorrow because we have one more training tonight. We want to make sure that you are letting us know when you're conducting your troop training. So many times we have troops call us, especially new troops. They don't quite understand the structure and they don't realize that there's somebody in their community that is helping them. They'll call us and say, I need help to get started with cookies. We want to be able to turn that around and say, your person is Teresa Murray and her training is going to be XYZ on this date. And if you need more help with it, here's her email. It's important for us to know this. It's also important for us to know the ones who you haven't reached yet. What is your plan for getting in touch with them? Because maybe so-and-so had a business trip. They're not going to be back until next Tuesday. They missed your training. But what are your plans to get back in touch with them so that they do have the training? And if you can't get a hold of a specific troop, let us know. Because you know what? If you're not able to get a hold of them, they're not accepting your support, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be the ones that are calling us in April saying, I don't know how to return my cookies, or I didn't realize I was supposed to give these packages to a girl and she was supposed to get the iPad and she only got the 36 package patch because she never allocated any of her packages. So case in point, these things happen, and we want to make sure we're aware of any of the troops that you're having difficulty reaching. We want to make sure that throughout the season, you do have a plan for support. And again, if you need to split up some of your tasks and delegate to somebody else, just let us know so that we can onboard them properly and make sure that they are able to help you. The last thing, again, to reiterate, similar to as I was saying to the booth sale approvals, communicate and communicate promptly. Um, Many times somebody might not read an email until the following week, and that whatever was in that email has already passed by. This is such a fast moving season, and considering that we sell over 1 million packages in a 2.5 month period of time is incredible. It is phenomenal. So knowing how quickly this program runs, it is important for you to check your email a little bit more frequently during the cookie season. And that way, if we need information from you, please respond within, say, 24 or 48 hours. We need that information. Otherwise, we wouldn't be bothering you with it. We want to get that information promptly, but if it's something that you then need to turn around and get information to your people, make sure that you're doing that promptly too. Don't just say, oh, you know what, I'll do it next week. And it might have been something pertinent to their pickup on a given Friday. So do make sure that you realize the importance of timing during this season. It's really such a fast moving season. Anne was mentioning so many things are available for you on littlebrownie.com. Some of the links that we do have on our website do go right over to littlebrownie.com, and some things I've cross-referenced. Kayla and I are going to be loading more things into Rallyhood, and I believe many of you have joined our rally, and we too are just learning how to maximize the benefit of Rallyhood. So definitely check our Rallyhood, as well as share. We will have a council troop manager one, but you yourselves may have your own service unit specific rallies as well. Utilize it. There's places for links, there's places for pictures. And the one thing I think that I am most happy to know about Rallyhood is it's a private environment. We're not going to be worried if somebody shares a picture in Rallyhood that all of a sudden it's going to be all over Facebook. The fact that it's a private ecosystem, as they call it, is saving us when we do share something, a video. It's not going to have that extra ad that comes on afterwards that might be something we don't necessarily want our troops to see. So definitely share and explore and let us know how we can help make Rallyhood even better for however you're using it. On our website, girlscoutsgwm.org, we are going to have the page that's called For Cookie Sellers, plus the page that is Volunteer Cookie Resources. We do already have the troop guide in there that is a digital version of the guide. It will not be printed, but it is there. One of the reasons why it's not printed is because during the season, we may need to add to it. We may need to change some information. We may need to, we're getting too many questions about XYZ, so we may want to put more information there. So absolutely look at it as a living document that we're going to be able to utilize throughout the season. And if we do need to update it, I will tell you right now, it isn't complete because there's a couple of links for videos that I do need to add to it. So right now, it is still sort of in a temporary mode, if you will. We will try and keep up with every Friday. I've been trying to send out over the number of years a little something through eBuddy on a weekly basis. There are times that it'll be just for you. There'll be times that it'll be both you and troops, and I usually try and give you that indication by saying, hi, troops and CPSCs, or it might just say, hi, CPSCs. So you will know whether or not you need to forward it or not. One of the nice things about using eBuddy for communication is that you too, as a CPSC, can use it in that email capacity. You can target your troops. You can also add something that's going to all the caregivers. Maybe it's going to be a change in your initial order pickup location or times or something like that. Pop right into eBuddy and it's going to go to all of those specific recipients. We do. Kayla and I are already working on getting these on the calendar. We have drop-ins for you. These are just casual. We're just there waiting for your questions January 14th, February 12th, February 24th, and March 5th. We did try to stagger the days for you. We've heard in the past you wanted different days of the week. If we need more than these, we may add one. For example, we may add another, say, virtual training, another Zoom training just before booths open so that we can reiterate how to do girl delivery, manage girl delivery in eBuddy and things like that. Depends on what you all need. And of course, we want to be there for whatever it is you do need. And as always, we want to make sure that you reach us through customer care at girlscoutsgwm.org. Just this is a very brief calendar. We do suggest that you take one of those troop envelopes that you will be getting. I'm not sure that they've all arrived yet. I don't think I got any here. I got bulk, but I have not gotten the ones for service units here at the office just yet. They're on their way, but definitely grab the large envelope that will have a calendar on it. But when Kayla and I send you the recording and the troop deck for your use, you'll also have a little service unit checklist as well. So it will have some of the specific dates that are pertinent to you as a CPSC. In January, of course, we have these reminders for you. We have the ACH reminders of when those sweeps will take place. We want to make sure that troops have their monies ready and available at those times. And most importantly, from Anne, from Kayla, from Crystal, and from me, we want to say thank you for making a difference. Kayla, we want to open it up and see if there have been any questions that we can talk about.
Any questions so far have already been addressed in the chat, so that is
Super.
all set for now.
Super. Well, we can stay on for a little bit longer, or if anybody does have questions, you want to unmute or give us a holler. And otherwise, we thank you so very, very much for all you do.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great holiday and a great cookie season.